How's it going, guys? I'm here to review Halloween 5: The Revenge of Michael Myers, 1989.
Help me! Help me! No!
We both know he's alive.
But you know where he is.
After Halloween 4's success, this movie was rushed to production a year later, and it I can see that it shows. So this movie takes place moments after Halloween 4 left off. The whole town of Haddonfield and the police force pretty much just blasts Michael Myers to oblivious. They just shoot him till he falls into the grave from killing Jamie. When he falls to the grave, he falls to some kind of like watery river that like brings him to this homeless guy, and then this homeless guy just keeps him for a year while Michael's in a coma. So this literally, the homeless guy just keeps him in his shack, Michael, I should say, and just keeps him in his shack just for a year like without even getting the authorities, or at least like putting him into a hospital if he thought that he wasn't like a bad dude. So it's like you're telling me you kept Michael in your homeless shack in your shelter for a year without no authority, no control or anything. Dude, I wonder what he's been doing to Michael. That's just weird. Okay, so yes, Michael's been in a coma for a year, and of course, the next Halloween, a year later, he wakes up from his coma, and then he kills the homeless guy, and yet again, he's after Jamie Lloyd, but now Jamie Lloyd's in pretty much, she's some kind of like in the kids' institute, or not an institute, but it's more like a kid, it's a place where kids are disturbed, or some kind of ward, but anyway, she's mute now. She's mute, because her last Halloween really traumatized her. So yeah, she's pretty much like traumatized and she's mute. Dr. Loomis believes that Jamie Lloyd and Michael are having some kind of like psychic connection, or some kind of like telepathic connect. I don't know, some kind of like hocus pocus shit, pretty much some kind of connection. And Loomis is trying to like find answers. He's trying to demand answers from Jamie. He's just like, "Where is he? I know you know where he is. Like, where is he? Like, why are you protecting him?" And Jamie can't really talk, like I said, because she's mute. So Loomis pretty much loses his patience with her throughout this whole movie. And then Rachel does come back, her foster sister. Let's just say for a limited time, and you are introduced to new characters, Rachel's friends, Tina. Yeah, Tina. Let's just say she's a whole different character in this movie. Kind of annoying too. I'm not gonna lie. So annoying that, as a film critic said in the Halloween documentary, the 25th anniversary, the critic literally said, by quote, "Just want to choke her a lot." And once you're like, damn, this guy has issues. Once you watch the documentary, but once after you watch the documentary, you watch this movie, you're like, damn, I understand where he's coming from now. So yeah, that's the plot in a nutshell. Michael Myers is after his mute niece, Jamie Lloyd, and she has a new costume. She's not wearing that clown costume anymore, how it's advertised in the posters. She's wearing like a pink princess type fairy outfit costume. I don't know. And yeah. And Loomis is trying to use her as bait so that way he can stop Michael. Lastly, this is the first movie where it kind of introduces Michael's origins, but we'll get to that in the next movie. But this movie does kind of give you hints of what's going on, what's really going on. But what did I think of this movie? This movie's, yeah, no, this movie's not my, just no. It's pretty much my least favorite Halloween movie with the franchise. Like, this is pretty bad. I don't know. I don't like this movie because of certain things. One, Michael, his appearance, he's too bulky, and his mask is a little bit, I can tell it looks hella stretched out for some reason. So the mask looks better than the last one, don't get me wrong, but it still looks not quite it. So that's one reason. The second reason is the plot. The plot is kind of a mess. I heard during production there's been many reshoots, many scripts, and then many directors stepped in and then stepped out. So this movie was pretty much development hell, but not only just not development hell, but like production hell, I should say. And not only just that, it was like hella rushed after Halloween 4's success. So you can tell this movie was just going to be a wreck to begin with. Originally, they wanted Mike. Okay, so one of the original scripts before we got this movie was Michael Myers was supposed to be like a good guy, I guess. Like when they shot, like when they were shooting at him, I guess they shot his head and it recirculated his brain, like reprogrammed. I don't know, his brain got recirculated, like, and now he's like Frankenstein's monster. He's trying to be friendly with the people, with the kids, and he's just trying to be friendly while the whole town of Haddonfield are off to get him, like kind of like the villagers for like Frankenstein's monster, which kind of would have been awesome for it's like a side story or like a fan made type of movie or a comic book, but not for a Halloween sequel. Like, I don't know. So thank God they delayed or scrapped that idea, because that wouldn't work out in my opinion. The characters in this movie are annoying. And Danielle Harris is Jamie Lloyd. She's good as always, but like I said, that's another problem. She's mute and she doesn't have that much dialogue to work with, and she's pretty much like throughout the whole movie pretty much. Yeah, she doesn't really say anything. She just kind of freaks out, runs. That's the best they've given her with the script and the, yeah, I don't know. And then all the other characters, like I said, like Tina especially. Tina, my God, dude, she's the most annoying, wackiest character in this franchise. And that says a lot, more than Busta Rhymes in the later Halloween movies. And that's, yeah, that's just my opinion. A lot of people thought Busta Rhymes' character in Resurrection was like the worst, but I think Tina, in my opinion, is the worst. And then, yeah, like, speaking of annoying characters, you have like 2 Looney Tune cop characters with like Looney Tunes theme. Like, I'm like, what the hell is going on in this movie? Because is this movie like trying to be like horror and comedy, or just comedy? Like, I don't know. It's just, this movie's pretty wacky. I don't know. And the movie's just like, I feel like they didn't know what they were doing in this movie. I feel like they had nowhere to go. That's why they were dropping little hints of Michael's origins, and they didn't know what to do. I don't know. I felt like this movie really had no plan and execution. It's just one of those sequels you're just like, dude, this movie is so rushed. You can obviously tell how rushed it is with all these like bad dialogues, bad characters, and how the story is just like bland and like, I don't know. The story is just bland and rushed. I just don't like it. I don't know how to explain it. Like, I'm pretty sure people feel the same for this movie, like how I feel, and there are other people that actually do like Halloween 5 and defend this movie, but the ones that don't like this movie, I think, I hope you guys understand where I'm coming from, because this movie just feels like a huge step down from the last movies. So, yeah, I don't feel this movie at all. So if I had to give this movie out of 10, I would give this movie a 5.5 out of 10. It's pretty bad. This is pretty much my least favorite Halloween movie. Like, out of every Halloween movie in this franchise, this is the one that I just do not really care for. This is the one where I'm like, damn, they're playing this one on TV. Why? Skip. So that was my quick review of Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers 1989. Please leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I'll see you guys in the next Halloween movie.
This time, they're ready. This time, he's unmasked. And this time, he's back with a vengeance. Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers.